So what causes IT band syndrome? Well, in a lot of cases, specifically for runners, it comes from the overactivation of your hip flexors and your quads. So when we look at what IT band syndrome is, where it is the activation of this TFL which attaches to that IT band, that comes in conjunction with a lot of overactivation of the quads, specifically this lateral quad muscle. And that is a byproduct of a lot of strength deficits and stability deficits that we see for runners from the lack of being able to use your lateral hip musculature, specifically glutes, and more so than just the glutes, but it's being able to control the hip joint when you're standing on that leg. So running is a series of single leg stances. So if you're able to stand on your leg for 30 seconds, it gives you a good indication if you have the strength to do it. If you start standing and you're all over the place, then you're going to be more prone to using your hip flexors and your quad muscles to help stabilize you so that you don't fall over. So when we see this imbalance start occurring, that's where we see the irritation to that TFL or to that IT band and to its connection points at the knee and at the hip, because that TFL is having to work too hard. The biggest thing is the IT band is never the actual culprit. We just call it IT band syndrome. We really should be calling it lateral quad syndrome and TFL syndrome, because those are the muscles that are actually the problem and that are causing that IT band to have to create that, or creates that stress. So the biggest thing when we look at the causes is there a muscular imbalance? Is that muscular imbalance causing some foot abnormality when you're landing? If you're landing on the outside of your foot a lot with your run, or if you see the tread on the bottom of your shoes, the outside of your sole is more worn than the inside, that also could be putting yourself in a predicament of potentially using this muscular imbalance of quads more than glutes. So that's the biggest thing when we look at cause is, do you have some type of strength deficit? Are you landing improperly? So those are two things to look at to see, are you doing one of those two things that could be causing your IT band syndrome?